There was quite a few times when I couldn't even go to school. Um, One of the excuse that was used for bruises or marks that I had from the abusive relationship that I had was biking. Biking was a main excuse. I mean, it's an action sport, and I mean, obviously everyone goes through their falls. So if I had bruises, I would just tell people, I fell riding. A lot of people knew about my riding, and so there was always an excuse. There was always some reason I could just pull out of my head that, stuff was wrong. So. I started riding probably about the age of 14, 15. I really didn't start riding a lot until I moved here to Florida my sophomore year of high school. And the scene here in Orlando is a lot bigger, so that as soon as I moved here, I was going to the skate park almost like every day of the week. I'm going to the skate parks, I was getting forced a lot. I didn't really have a choice in going. It was more like a routine, just come home. I knew I was going to the skate park, and if I didn't feel like going, he'd just threaten to take stuff away, and he'd get physical. Getting physical with me, I was probably, I guess it fluctuated. Like, there were some weeks where I felt like it was every day, and then there'd be like, I guess you could say, good weeks where there wouldn't be anything for like 3 weeks. Like, I mean, I knew who God was, and like I believed, but I knew that there was things I needed to fix and that needed to be fixed, but I didn't have the choices or the options to because of my father and the places that I've been put in because of basically the situations I had. Yeah, from all, I guess you could say, mental and physical abuse that I'd had, there was quite a few points where, I mean, I was like, why what am I doing here? I'm not accomplishing anything. I mean, I didn't have like good grades in school because that wasn't the priority that was upheld, and there's quite a few points I was just like, I couldn't really take it. I don't even know how I made it through. So as things escalated, I guess you can't really say it escalated, but as things grew on the Howders with them realizing what was happening, Miss Howder, I guess you could say, asked me some questions, and I confessed to her. I told her what was really going on, and she told me that life shouldn't be the way I was living it, and like that's not normal. And she said that like there's ways I can get help, and so I guess that was step one of coming to a better life, and it was scary, but I could tell it was the right thing to do. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go or what was going to happen. All I knew was it was going to be better than what I was living in before. So, I mean, I didn't know where I was going to go, and then the Howders told me that, if you don't have anywhere to go, you can stay here. And I can't thank them enough for doing what they did for me. So, I first came to the church with the Howders, and actually the way I got saved was through the church. I went to Camp Decision, which is when it was about 3 in the morning, and Chandler had come in the room. He was in the room next to us, and he said he had a feeling, and so I was like, "What do you mean, dude?" And he was like, "Have you ever asked the Lord to be the leader of your life?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." So right then, 3 in the morning, Camp Decision,